You know, some games are just different. They're more than just wins or losses. They become legends. That's what we're going to explore today. What turns a great game into the greatest game?
So what is it? What's the magic ingredient that makes a single match completely unforgettable? Is it just the star players, the unbelievable skill on display? Or maybe it's the weight of a huge historic rivalry? Or is it something else? That one moment of pure, unscripted drama? Well, the contest we're diving into, it had every single one of those things and then some.
Okay, so to really appreciate the magic of this game, we've got to set the stage properly. Because in a rivalry this intense, the setting and the history, well, they're just as important as the players themselves.
And yeah, we're talking about the Ashes. For England and Australia, this is so much more than a cricket series. It's about national pride, it's carrying over a century of history on its shoulders. The pressure on these guys isn't just immense, it is absolutely suffocating. The location? Edgbaston, basically a fortress for English cricket. And the year? 2005. The stage was perfectly set, but believe me, no one, and I mean no one, could have possibly predicted the history that was about to be written.
All right, now let's get right to the heart of it. This is the moment a classic sporting contest didn't just end, it transformed into pure legend. A match that would forever be known simply as the two-run thriller. People call it a classic encounter, but honestly, that phrase barely scratches the surface. For days, these two teams just went at it, trading blows like heavyweight boxers. One side would grab control, only for the other to wrestle it right back just moments later. Every single run was a battle. Every wicket felt like a seismic shift. It was just this relentless, incredible battle of wills.
And after days of that struggle, with the hopes of two entire nations just hanging in the balance, the whole thing, it all came down to this: two.
Just 2 runs. Now you gotta understand, in a test match that lasts for up to 5 days, teams score hundreds and hundreds of runs. So for the final gap between winning and losing to be the smallest possible number, it was just the slimmest, most breathtaking margin imaginable.
A close finish is always thrilling, right? But what was it that pushed this particular result into legendary status? Well, that razor-thin margin wasn't just an ending. It was a legacy being born right before our eyes.
Think about that for a moment. This wasn't just one of the closest games. It is, to this day, the narrowest victory in the entire, long, storied history of the Ashes. Across more than 140 years of fierce competition, the margin has never, ever been smaller.
And because of that tiny margin, played out in the fiery crucible of sport's greatest rivalry, the game was instantly cemented in history. To this day, it's remembered by everyone, fans, journalists, and players, as one of the greatest test matches ever played. Period.
So it leaves us with this one fascinating question. Can a margin of small as 2 runs really change sporting history? Well, the legend of Edgbaston 2005 gives us a pretty definitive answer, doesn't it? Yes, it absolutely can. It proves that sometimes the grandest stories are built on the smallest of margins.